Hello, today we're going to draw a panda based on a simple shape. So you'll need some paper, a pencil, a rubber, a black colouring pencil, a black fine line pen or a felt tip, and you might like to draw a branch for your panda to nibble on. So in that case you'll need green and brown to colour it in. So our shape is going to be a bit like a horseshoe. Curve at the top. You might like to wait till I've drawn this first shape before you start yours. Then it curves right round. So this is the start of the body and also the legs. Okay, so something like that. There, you could go ahead and draw that shape. And the next thing to do is another curve. Starts quite high up. And it curves down to where your first shape was, where it finished. To draw a little straight line here, and we're going to blend that curve in. So from your original shape, it blends in up to that new line that you drew, and that will form the back leg. Now we need two straight lines, both angling down towards each other. This will create the two front legs here. So I'm going to adjust my original line slightly. Now I can see how the legs will look. And draw some curves to finish off my panda's paws. This can be a bit difficult, but just take your time, have a look at the shape. Now you know this is the two front legs, and adjust your lines if you need to. If there's anything you're not happy with, just redraw it. You don't even need to rub out at this stage. When we draw over in pen, we'll rub out all of our pencil lines, so then we can make any changes that we want to make. So the next thing is to draw the head, which will be a big oval shape. So we just need to take our time and draw it kind of section by section. So the left of the face shape will touch this line that you drew here. So you draw a curve like that. Then I'm going to turn my page around to make it easy to draw a curve. And draw the top of the head. So this almost follows the original horseshoe shapes that you drew. So just turn it back around so you can see. So this head shape is almost filling the entire body shape. Then I'll turn my page around again. I want my curve to end up about here. So you can see how close that is to the little line that you drew. So keep curving around. Then the last part, I want it to come up to about here. So it's quite even with the other side of the head shape. So section by section we were able to just build up this oval shape. If any parts don't look right, just redraw them now. So the next thing to do is the circle, which is kind of the nose, kind of snout, if that makes sense. So we'll start a bit more than halfway down the head. And we'll keep drawing lots of little lines till we can create a nice little circle. This is going to go below, just slightly below your head shape bottom line. There you are. Just rub that bit out to make it less confusing. There, so I've rubbed out the little mistake that I made. So we've got our oval head shape, then this circle that just slightly overlaps it. Next we can draw the nose, the eyes and the mouth. So the nose will be a kind of soft triangle, a triangle with soft corners. Quite notice where it starts, so it's quite high up on this circle that we've just drawn. I'm going to draw the sides of the triangle, and then the corners will have nice soft kind of curves. So that's roughly how I want my nose to look. Maybe it could be slightly bigger actually. Adjust it to make it slightly bigger. And then we want a nice little smile. And our eyes. So we'll draw semicircles. Try to get them both the same on each side. And then another little semicircle inside. You don't need to colour this in at the moment because you'll be shading it in with your pen afterwards. So your panda should start to have a nice kind of expression on its face. We'll draw the squares, so you know the black patches around the eyes? We're going to draw them as kind of almost squares. So we'll start with one of the sides. So we'll start with kind of the top of the square on each side, and then bring that down there. We'll try to do this one so it kind of mirrors the other side, so it looks the same. And then the final lines. Yeah, so you've got a three-sided shape on each side, a bit like three sides of a square, but you've probably noticed those lines kind of come inwards. So just, if there's anything you want to change, just redraw it. Now we want quite nice big ears that are semicircles. So again, we have to think of where do we start. We're going to start with a straight line each side. Try to get it roughly even. And then we'll draw a nice big semicircle. I think that's it. Well, no, just claws. We just got claws to do before we start going over in pen. So we need one little claw, so just like a V shape on that back foot there. And then we need 4 on the front, so we can just draw them as zigzags. Take your time because you want to gradually curve around with your zigzags. So try and get it to look something like that. There, so I'm happy with those. I think I'll also draw in a branch. So I think this might be a bit of bamboo for the panda to nibble on. So you could draw the branch any way you like. I'm going to make it curved, and I'm going to draw some little twigs coming off my branch that I can add leaves to. Okay, so let's start inking. Should we start with the nose. So remember I said if you want to change anything about your panda, you can just change it as you ink over your lines. So you can ink the nose and you can also colour it in with your black pen. Go over your eye, so that inner eye shape, and you can shade that in, but make sure you leave a little bit of white. Then we should probably do this circle next. Circle you did on the face. So take your time, just keep turning the page around. Makes it so much easier to draw curves. And then we can draw over the rest of our eye, the eye patches and the smile. I'm not going to colour in my eye patches with my pen. All the rest of the colouring I'm going to use coloured pencil. And that's because I want to have a little bit of soft kind of graduation between the white parts and the black parts, which I will explain in a minute. So we could draw over our ears next. So be really careful not to smudge the ink from the bits that you've already drawn. When we draw over the head shape, we don't want to draw through our ears. Careful not to do that. So we can draw the head oval between the ears, and we could draw the back shape as well while we're at it. And then from the ear we can continue that head shape. Great. Now let's just draw in the rest of the lines of the body. Probably best to start with the claws, because we don't want to accidentally draw this line through the claws. So if we start with those. Then we'll draw this leg curve here down to the claw and then stop. then the next curve from the head will go down to these claws and then we'll stop. Now if you have a little bit of the line of the paw between your claws like I have, you can fill that in. Then draw this leg line and then up to the claw and stop. Okay, so this way we haven't drawn through our claws. Then we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. We can draw the little line we have here that connects the legs. Great, I think that's it. Now you can just draw over your branch if you have a branch. Fantastic. So your panda line's all done. Now you can gently rub out your pencil lines. Be really careful to make sure your ink is already dry so you don't smudge your lines. Also be careful not to rub out too hard. You definitely don't want to crumple up your paper because I'm sure these pandas are looking incredible and you don't want to ruin them. It. If you notice you've missed any lines now, you can just add them in or make any little corrections. I think we're ready to colour in now. So of course you don't have to colour your panda, it might be perfect as it is. If you want to add colour, I can show you the method that I use. So with this back leg, I like to have a bit of white, because obviously pandas are black and white. I like to leave a little bit of white here to define the difference between this leg and this leg. It actually will make a lot more sense if I just colour it rather than explain it. So I've drawn a little shape around my claw, just so I know where to colour up to. And I'm going to colour this edge. And then colour just a bit further, very softly. A little bit darker close to the edge. So I've got a kind of graduated black colour going into white. Just have a go at it and see how it comes out. Everybody's will look different and that will be a really, really good thing. Right, so that's my leg. And then I want to also have a nice white chest patch here. So you could of course just draw a strong line if you want to. I'm going to carry on doing this in a gradual way. So with light pencil strokes, I'm going to roughly get that kind of chest shape. Always adjust it if I don't like it. Okay, so that is the white bit that I'm leaving. Then I need to just colour gradually darker as I get outwards. After that, I can colour in the rest of the body, but I don't want to colour too far into my nails, my claws rather. So I'm going to draw these little curves just to give me a guide. I might change it, but at least I know I'm not going to colour too far now. So I'm going to carry on kind of getting darker and darker as I get away from this white bit on the chest. If you colour lightly, that gives you a lot of chance to change what you've done and adapt it. If you do it really dark, then you can't really do anything to change it afterwards. You have these little bits of foot under the claw, you can just colour those in now. You might have little triangles here like I have. Brilliant. So we just need to now colour the top of the back here, the ears and the eye patches. Fantastic, well done. That's your panda done. You could colour in your branch if you want to. Well done everybody. I hope you're happy with your pandas because I am sure they look absolutely fantastic. Thank you for drawing with us.